Vague refers to something that is unclear or imprecise in its meaning or intention. Inconsistent, on the other hand, refers to something that does not remain the same or is not uniform in its behavior or quality.
Wait, hang on. I'm sticking my finger in their ears. Someday I'll listen to the intro so then I know what it actually says.
Because it's badass. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It defines.
We originated AI slop.
It has an AI voice actually defining vague and inconsistent, and then it goes into our badass soundtrack. Yeah,
but vague's not vaguely. Vaguely is an adverb. I'm just saying.
Or whatever.
You can't say anything because it's Black History Month, Jack. Otherwise, you could.
Wait, how are we going to do this? I'm only half. Are we going to do the first half of the month, the last half of the month, odd days, even days? Like, we got to mix it up.
Every day that ends in Y.
4 podcasts, so I mean that's only a quarter of the month or something. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know how math works.
Is that Steiner math? Is that what we're doing right now? I have a 50% chance of beating you, but I have a 66% bigger brain than you do, so that means I actually have a 133% chance of beating you in the ring tonight. I'll send the clip.
That does not math.
It's hilarious. No, it's hilarious.
That does not math.
Because it's Scott Steiner from like the late 90s, early 2000s, and he goes on this promo where he just starts like spitting numbers, and none of them match up at all, and it's the funniest fucking thing.
What type of event is this? It's like stand-up?
WCW.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure we're starting with sports. Because we don't always start with sports.
No.
Why do we not start with sports always, Jack?
What's the second word in our title? Inconsistent.
And what's that first one? That adverb? That adverb that goes right in front of it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Look, the inconsistent covers everything.
Wait,
the order we talk about stuff?
I thought our title was Guys with Big Dongs. Wait, what the fuck is what? Never mind. I'm not part
You're
of
on the wrong
anymore.
podcast.
Yeah,
that's the wrong podcast, buddy. You got a private invite for that one.
Just me and me alone.
Everything's inconsistent. The quality, the length of the episodes, what we talk about.
Bruh, I thought you were talking about his dog.
Yes. The length.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Lou was like, that's not my experience.
I was like, no, it's pretty consistent. Just depends on how much he's had to drink that night.
That's fair. I got whiskey, tequila, rum, and vodka dick.
Damn, son. Everything but beer. Holy shit, he's got a Long Island pee-pee going on.
That's why they call it Hawaii.
Oh, man.
How you guys doing?
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, it's been an hour and a half, guys, so it was a good podcast. Good job, guys.
All right.
I think we're going to wrap it up right now.
We haven't even hit 4 minutes yet.
It feels like an hour and a half. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's what I tell her. That's exactly what I tell her. It feels like an hour and a half, right? Like, no, keep going.
Lou's over there cranking the alarm clock forward. Like, no. It's been an hour and a half, girl. It's 11:30. I promise.
Right. I'm gonna set my time. It's like I could do this on East Coast time or West Coast. Oh, you know what I mean? I'll just adjust that shit however I need to. It's like it's 9 o'clock.
It's the next
We're not
day,
done until 10:30. I'm like,
that's why Lou only does it doggy, so that he can look. I'm setting my phone. Now turn around.
Yep.
2 minutes.
It was like, shit. You want an hour and a half? Okay, I'll see. You get half an hour, and I move this to Texas time and set my phone to Central, and we're good to go.
But just tomorrow in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Right? We've been doing this for a day. Damn.
Day. I need a sandwich now.
Right? Calm down. Man. Time zones.
I will say that Lou just learned tonight that the Pro Bowl isn't until Tuesday. When I think traditionally it's always the Sunday between.
Yep, and I haven't watched the Pro Bowl since they switched to fake football a decade ago or so. So I just assumed it was the Sunday in between, like it's always been.
So
and then right before we started this, what's that?
Why isn't it today then?
That's a great question.
Because they don't care.
They don't want to compete with the Grammys because you know how much ratings the Grammys get.
The Venn diagram of people watching the Grammys versus watching the Pro Bowl.
Right? The people who understand Venn diagrams, the people who don't.
But that number is always changing, Lou. So
yeah, keep doing that.
Oh yeah. Once again, wrong pod, buddy. Wrong pod.
I feel bad for the people that are only listening.
Wait, I didn't know you were a Ducks fan, Lou.
Oh, mighty.
Oregon Ducks,
he might be.
Do.
Shit, they're winning 3-1. Oh wait, the Oregon Ducks. I thought you meant the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah, football, son, college. Well, I'm sure Oregon Ducks do other sports too, but nobody cares. Well, that's not true. Their track and field is pretty top notch. That's all Oregon does, really, is track and field and football.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, are Vegas playing a game tonight? Are they losing? 3-1.
Third period started. 3-1 Ducks.
Boo.
So.
Boo.
Isn't your brother a Ducks fan for whatever reason?
We don't talk about that. But look, we are 5 points ahead of them in the standings. So
even with the loss, still be ahead of them in the standings.
Yeah, I mean we're still top in the division. We're fourth in the conference.
All right,
12th in the league. I mean, we're not doing horrible for a bunch of guys that have only lost overtime games.
Dude, for real, that is ridiculous. That number of overtime losses is ridiculous, and shootout losses.
So how does being number one in your division versus being fourth in the conference, how does that work in the playoffs? Like,
it's hockey. It's screwed up.
Does the conference matter, or is it only your division?
No.
So the conference,
you win the division, you can get the division title, then the conference, and then you go to the Stanley Cup. It's very
division, though.
But the standings like change. Like if you win your division, you're a higher seed.
Yeah.
So it's just about seeding,
so
but
college football,
they do. Yeah, it's basically, but they do
Canadian
dumb
math.
shit. Yeah, exactly. They do dumb shit in hockey where it's like your first round has to be within your division or something. It's some dumb crap. Or it was last year before that. I saw that and was like, what the hell are they doing? It's not that hard. You have division winners and then everybody else. Division winners are 1 and 2. Everybody else falls into place after that based off your points. It should be that simple.
There's only 2 divisions per conference.
Like
a West and an East.
I thought it was 3. I thought it was 3 in each.
Western and Eastern. Yeah, no, it's just Western.
No, that's the conference. But how much the divisions within them?
Divisions?
Yeah, I think it's 3.
Yeah, well, 2. Western has.
Oh
Pacific
man, they changed that too.
And then
Pacific
East
Central,
Atlantic
East,
and Metro.
Where the NBA has gone completely the opposite direction, and they have like their 2 divisions, but then they each have like 4 conferences under them or some bullshit.
Other way around. It's still the East. It's still the East and the West Conference in basketball. That you said NBA.
But then like the divisions, there's like 4 divisions under each of those.
Yeah, then there's like 3 divisions in each conference for basketball. And the NFL needs to do some realignment. I know they did it 30, 40 years ago. They need to do it again.
Yeah, the last time they did it is when they added added Jacksonville and Carolina.
Yep.
Those were the last 2.
Yep. Those are the 2 that were added. Because if y'all, some people, not everybody remembers, who was it? The Seahawks. Seahawks used to be in the AFC. Now they're in the NFC West. So they used to be divisions of 5 three divisions of 5, and then they added the 32, and they made it 4 divisions of 8. So it's kind of silly, especially with 17 games now. You could go 11-6 and lose all 6 division games and still win your division. Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
but I get
really,
it. It's not
they
easy
really
to do.
muted what the division actually means, since it's
Other-
like the third
other than rivalries.
tiebreaker or whatever, right?
Yeah, there's some rivalries that matter for like switching things around, but like, I don't know. I would not put the Jets and the Giants in the same division. I'd put one of the NFC,
Right.
one of the AFC, like it is now.
Yeah.
Same with LA. But like, it's not that, to me, it's not that hard. You put a bunch of pinheads on a map and then you cut it up and go from there. You know, again, you want to do whatever you can to keep some rivalries. I get that. But let's make sure that, like, why is Dallas in the NFC East? Because like, there are a lot more teams further east that could be in the NFC East. So just little things like that. It's like, I know they're waiting for expansion because the NFL will expand again. Obviously, there's too much money not to. You've got more games, means more TV, all these rights that go with that. You've got teams that are worth over $7 billion. You know, the Seahawks might sell for $10 billion. So when the Super Bowl's over, we'll see what happens, man. But there's too much money not to. Oh, we're gonna just leave it at 32 teams. I'm like, not when there's billions on the line. You're out of your mind to think you're gonna stay at 32.
Mm-hmm.
The only real question is like, what cities deserve a team?
Let's dilute the talent pool even more.
Yep. Which is why I don't watch MLS anymore. I used to watch soccer, had season tickets when I was out here the first time in 2009, 2010. 2010, Colorado Rapids actually won the title. But you got so many teams. It's like, first of all, you don't have a lot of good players in MLS as it is. You have your designated players, you know, your stars from Europe. But the rest of the roster is garbage. So instead of taking the best of what you can over, 12 to 16 teams, we're going to put it over 24 teams, and everybody's garbage. It's like, man, nobody wants to watch that crap.
Well, because you're competing with Europe, right? You're competing with the pocketbooks of Europe, which are infinitely more deep than any team because of the way the pay structure is here for soccer. Like,
yeah, all the American stars go play in Europe. So let's be real.
Because it makes sense.
Yeah, I would too. But if you want but I would rather have 12 all-star teams out here than 24 garbage teams.
Yeah.
If I want to do that, I'll go watch the women's league. I mean, they're not very good at all. Jesus. People's like, oh, the women's national team is great. They got beat by a high school team a few years ago. Come on, y'all. I mean, I understand they're good for what they're doing, but in comparison, it's like, oh, the men and that's another thing. Only because tennis, the Australian Open. I think it was Australia. Yeah, the Australian Open ended the last 2 days for the men and women. Made me think about the U.S. Open and how unfair it is. It was like, oh, equal pay, and women should be making as much as the men, and blah, blah. I'm like, nah. In every tournament in tennis, very clear, in tennis, the women should always be making less than the men. Always. Why? Because they play less than the men. Women is best of 3, men is best of 5. So if all these women out there talking about equal pay, it's like, oh, you're right, equal pay. So it shouldn't be equal for this because the men freaking play more than the women. So I love getting to that debate with people out here because you talk about, out here anyway in Colorado, a lot of people are like women this and equal this. What's that?
I didn't think about it like that because the WNBA is really hot right now about them getting paid what fucking NBA players get, but they don't play that many games,
right?
So and they don't draw on the tickets. They lose money every year. The reason why they're still alive because the NBA supplements them. The WNBA has been around for 22 years, I think. They have not made a profit 1 year on their own. They lose money every year, and the NBA comes and fills in the gap. But with tennis, I mean, don't be wrong. Some sports, fine. I can't think of one, but the tennis thing that always throws me for a loop. And it's like you want equal pay for equal work? 100% agree with you. You don't do equal work, so now you're telling me that women should be paid less in tennis? And they all shut up real quick when I bring that up. And then soccer drives me crazy. The men's World Cup, they'll bring in billions of dollars, where the women's World Cup will bring in millions of dollars, and then they're going to bitch about, we need to be paid more for what we do. And I'm like, oh, how about this? Bring in the money, and I'll be happy to pay you. Same thing with WNBA. We're on strike, and we're going to blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, y'all should be paying back the WNBA. You want your equal rights. I mean, bring in some fucking dollars, bring in some eyeballs, and then yeah, absolutely. Earn it though. Don't just be granted fucking Title IX bullshit. Okay, soapbox over. Next topic. For anybody who missed sports in the beginning last week, we got you. I'll make sure of it. I'll do the best I can. My memory should be, don't ask about a movie though. I could see the movie last week and it's spoilers for me, so don't talk about movies. But sports, yeah, I'll do what I can. I got you. But yeah, little shit like it drives me crazy. And people are like, it should be this, it should be that. We need to keep women's lacrosse in high school. Use the men's football team and all the money they make to pay for women's lacrosse, even though they make no money. It's like, that's whatever. I never understood it. That's a thing. There's a professional women's softball league. That's kind of cool. Seems a bit sexist though. Portland. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's kind of cool. Try to balance it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, no, it's.
I take it. There's no money in this because I'm like, they're not advertising it.
Well, you don't have them, Lou. I mean, they're nowhere near us. Chicago, Carolina, Portland, Oklahoma City, Utah.
No. Pull up a map. Put pins in for NFL teams. Look at the gap, and you're going to tell me that people in Montana aren't watching football? See what I mean? That.
But they were all 49ers fans because Joe Montana.
That makes sense. Yeah, but again, but to not even know it exists, there's no marketing to tell us that it even exists. Because I might look for something like that. Again, I think it's sexist. Women want to play baseball, let them in if they're good enough. And if men want to play softball, let them in if they're bad enough. That's fine. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't. I don't know. The whole. We want, I don't know, the whole thing goes political to me now because you start talking about men and women's sports. It's like, no, you want to separate them, right? Because men are built differently than women, so you want separate sports.
Here we go again.
Damn right. Damn Skippy on with it. So it's like sometimes, why is it sometimes okay for the sports to be combined and sometimes it's not? I just don't understand it.
Are there men's softball teams? I always thought softball was for chicks, anyways. But
That's sexist. So you're saying Duke's a chick? Duke plays softball.
Yeah, but I mean, does he do the underhand throw like the chicks do? Because that shit, yeah. I don't think dudes throwing like that.
That's a good point, though. I've never seen the
no
women's softball that used to be in the Olympics and all that. I've never seen that on the men's side. I think it would be cool if they did, though.
They probably can't. They probably can't. We probably can't move our arms like that.
The wind up, yeah, and it's really fast. That loopity shit, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's like
that sounds sexist. So you're not a women's fan then. You're not interested in chicks?
Nigga, you gay.
That is true. I'd rather watch. I don't know though. I'd rather watch women's baseball than women's softball. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Do girls play baseball?
Not sure how many. Yeah, yeah. Remember that there was that black girl from 20 years ago in Little League who was really good. I can't remember her name. Fuck. She was really good though, and she made the news and on the ESPN doing interviews. This 20 years ago or so. God damn it. But so yeah, there was a girl in Little League who was a pitcher, and it's a black girl, and she was really good. And you know, they showed some highlights. I'm like, damn, she really was that good. So I gotta imagine there's more. It's kind of like when I went to Minnesota back in 2009, and I saw that women's football league, tackle football league, and I was like, these girls, like I talked about before, these girls hitting. That was some awesome ass shit. It wasn't the lingerie crap, none of that. Let's try to get some eyeballs in. No, it's just 11 on 11, just women and tackle football, and it was freaking awesome. Now, if they were playing with men, they would get killed. They would get killed against men. But what was her name? There we go. Yeah. Yep. So and I know it's doable, but I'm just saying, just for my eyeballs, I think I'm over softball because especially the U.S. women and watching in the Olympics kept dominating. So it was like, okay, that's no longer exciting. Oh, there you go. See, I'd give it a shot. I mean, I'd give it a shot as much as I give men MLB. I don't like baseball in the first place, but I'd watch that. Yeah, I mean, so are all the professional softball leagues up there, or what? Like Jack, you said there are 6 teams or whatever. How many? Where are they at?
Yeah, 6
That's
of them.
bad grammar.
Carolina, Salt Lake City, Oklahoma, Texas.
Damn, they're all over the map.
Yeah, they're not anywhere.
Portland now, obviously. Oh, wow. So that's not going to do well because if travel, you got to play against other teams. They don't have the money for that. Well, that's my point, though. They can't afford that. Like the WNBA could barely afford that. And I mean, it's changed since then. But early on, they had trouble. And if you were a rich owner, you couldn't like get a charter for your team. It's like you don't get an advantage. Now you can, but the WNBA, it's like, oh, my owner's rich. Sorry, you still got to fly basic shit. You don't get a private plane for yourself. It was like, damn, that is fucked up.
That's rude.
But that's how it was. Like I said,
guess
they
needs to be
fixed that.
Equal, but
no, it doesn't. It needs to be like baseball. You got the money, do what you want. I am not. If you can't keep up, then you don't deserve to have a team. Simple as that. Huh. Interesting. How many games is that? I was gonna say $200 is not a lot, unless it's not a lot of games.
6-7.
Well, what was that?
It's supposed to be 6-7, but I don't think I downloaded a good one.
If you're getting 6-7 games, yeah, that might be worth it. 6-7 games.
That's less funny.
Yeah, so what was that? $18 a game? 16, 12 games, $200, 1667. That's actually not bad. Yeah, 1667 a game. So 1667 a game.
We're so hip. We are down with the
Oh
youth.
my god! But you're not wrong. It's like rugby. Every once in a while out here, I'll go to Glendale, and it's been a long time since I have. But just go pay $20, go sit in the stands, and watch like 7 rugby games. It's kind of cool. It's certainly entertaining, especially all them strong men's in their tight pants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I go on your podcast. Am I going to come on your podcast? Hey-o. Oh man. Is this the year your basketball team, girls basketball team starts? Yeah, I can't remember if it's this year or next year. This season, if there is this season, assuming they have a season. Do you hear Raiders news that they're waiting on Clint Kubiak from Seattle to be their coach? Yep, that's even if they lose, that's a hell of a hire. That's a good pick. Tom Brady doing his job. If it happens. The bottom score, if they're stacked, it's whoever's in the bottom. If it's left right, it's whoever's on the right. That's America. Anyway, that's the American way to do it. Soccer in England is different. They have it backwards. But like if you're watching, if it's stacked, bottom team is home. If it's left right, the right team is home. Okay. Is that their first game or their first home game? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to think a brand new team, their first game of the season would be at home. That would be bad. The expansion team should always have their first game. That they have to fly back with Duke instead of and then fly back home from there. Although with 3 of us this time, we might just drive. Shit, why spend $750 on round trip tickets when we could spend $350 on a car? Say, I know, I understand. I keep forgetting that's coming out in May and not December. Oh, really? I didn't check. Oh, damn. Oh, 19 minutes was cut, and it wasn't that was cut. Oh, Okay, I know it's a week later, old girl, but I'm apologize for that. Now you got an hour and 51 minutes. Good luck, man. Facts. That's not true. There's been a couple times you just can't finish, but you keep going, and she's all like sore and shit. It's like, sorry, just fake it. Nah, just fake it. Yeah, I've done that before. Not recently, but God, a long time ago. It was like, man, we just keep going. It's like I can't come. I'm just hard and just going and going, and she's hurting and hurting. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I won't be able to sit tomorrow. I'm like, all right, I'll stop. Yeah, yeah. If you're good, I don't need to finish every time. If you're good, we can call it a night. I go back to YouTube. Good night. Right? For real. I, oh man. Damn. Oh my goodness. What else is going on in the world, y'all? Grammys. I heard stupid ass Grammys. No, I was gonna say stupid ass. The only headline I saw two headlines from the Grammys tonight. One, Heidi Klum is wearing some plastic outfit that people apparently are either making fun of or she stole the red carpet, not for it being nice or not nice. I don't know. I don't really look at it all that closely. And the other one was Bad Bunny going off on ice. And I don't know. Well, yeah, they're celebrities. They don't know any better. They don't know. They're fucking dumbasses. Keep your mouth shut. Oh, God. Yay. Damn. That's good. That's good. Even I get that joke. Probably because it's February 1st. That's why I get that joke. Because you could have said that. Yeah, you could have said that on March 1. That wouldn't fly. I wouldn't get it. Yeah, tomorrow is what we expect to be Dracula. Eh, Last week, yeah, last week was Mercy. This week is Send Help. I already bought them. Already bought the tickets. Which one? I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything. So I liked Mercy. I like I said after the movie, there was some shit that was like, you didn't need to have this unnecessary twist at the end of it. You don't need to make what I know I don't want to spoil it. So, but it just I liked it. I liked the way they were doing it. It was fine. Obviously, Rebecca Ferguson's got it going on. Uh, Chris Pratt was good. I mean, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. That was expected. Yeah, that was expected. It was either that or Melania. Shit, no, know what the problem is? That their weekend numbers. I saw it Thursday at 3, so first showing I could get. So my money don't count towards the weekend total. Go to go to the Thursday previews, and there's my $6. I thought about it just so it could pump up the numbers, but I was like, no, I still ain't got a job, so that's not Trump's fault. The numbers are up because of Trump. Not because of Trump, but with Trump in office, which always boggles my mind. That is true. Damn. But you know what though? That type of shit and like the gas prices, those people are fucking idiots, man. When Biden was in office, the price was high. Now that Trump's in office, the price is low. I'm like, you idiots. That had nothing to do with nothing. I mean, there is a small correlation because it depends on what their policies are and all. I get that. But overall, fucking idiots. So many people out there. bro. For like whoever it was on your Facebook post, and that lady was all like, "Where's gas that cheap?" I'm all like, "Colorado." I mean, this you could get for what now? It's going back up. Don't get me wrong. Sam's Club today is like 226, but for the longest time, November through January, that shit was in the high $1. 189. I filled up last week. It was 197 or something like that. It was like, holy shit. And then I hear people talking about, oh, gas is this expensive. I'm like, why? Out here it ain't. We're fucking landlocked. We're landlocked. Y'all buy shipping lanes and whatnot. And how are you paying $5 a gallon in California and I'm paying $1.80? But whatever. Yep, all their own thanks, Gavin Newsom. You got to go to Arizona. I saw something where there was like 3 miles away down at the border, like California versus Arizona. It was like 517 in California, but if you went 3 miles to Arizona, it was like $1.90 or something like that. Obviously, people, you're gonna jump the border and go get gas there. But I just thought, I was like, man, that is so crazy the way they do that. Who is this person with drapes on their nips? Should be. It's like that's a real outfit, and she got in wearing that. Okay, kudos to you, girl. Get that attention. But yeah, that is a real. Okay, if that's a real outfit, damn, was not expecting to see that. Yeah, for real. Like, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. That's so silly. It was stupid funny. It was so silly. That's what that's what was on your mind watching this movie. Damn, son. Dude, I was gonna say, Jesus, spoilers. No, not until it's on streaming for free. Then you can talk about it. No, it's always been the goalpost. Because people still got to pay for it if it's just because it's out on digital. Once it's free, it's your own fault for not watching it. I ain't gonna be mad at you if you don't want to pay $30 to watch a movie at home. That's fine. Don't pay $30. But once it's on Netflix or one of the other 6, 7, I don't know how many there are. Wow, that was an accident. I did not mean to say 6, 7. But either way, then it's like, wait, that's been on streaming for a week for free. How come you haven't watched it? It's like, I just get around to it. It's your own fault you get spoilers. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. So did I. Saw that one. That was just okay to me. I liked it, but I got sick of the okay, A to B, B to C, C to D. There wasn't a real story that was happening, even though it was. It felt like it was just pieces put together. We need to get these people from A to Z, and we're gonna just drop. Okay, this happened. Okay, now this happened. Now this is like, come on, man. It's not. It's not like. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. I didn't think about that. Yeah, yeah. That is like we got to make sure the family's okay, but everybody else, you're right. They redshirted the hell out of them. But again, though, I think I like more of the potential of what it, because I like the first one better. So there was more emotion in the first one, even though whatever happened in the second one, the emotion in the first one was stronger. That flight one? Oh no, I don't know about that one. Mr. Afraid of Milk. Was it good? Was it good? The Rip was good. What are you talking about? That I agree with. I am. My problem is, I was gonna say my problem with that, the whole, if you're trying to figure it out, they gave it away in the one scene that I don't want to spoil. So, but there was one scene that gave the whole thing away that it was like, oh, I see what's going on here. As soon as that scene happened. How long has it been out? Oh, okay, yeah. So the scene, this, in that case, yeah, the scene where, oh, you're right, that was the 16th. That was, it's been 2 weeks. The scene in the kitchen when an old girl's overhearing that shit, it was like that gave away the movie right there to me. But the other part, if you pay attention to movies, when he was giving out the different numbers to each person, that gave it away too. Yeah, he was laying traps. So, but still, I don't care. I liked how it played out. I enjoyed that movie. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think anybody who's watched movies regularly, like us, is they're gonna figure it out in the first third. That's fair. That might be one we start soon. Season two. Season two. I won't remember by the time I get around to it. It's fine. It isn't it over? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. See, did now I have a feeling she's going to want to watch that one before Landman. Actually, we're currently watching High Potential season 2. That we just got to the winter break, so and it was a cliffhanger. So it's like, okay, maybe we'll watch because there's still like 11. I don't know. Actually, no, like 8 episodes left or something like that. It was like, all right, maybe we'll finish this. I don't want to do the weekly thing though with that. It's like, ugh. I'd rather, since we can't watch based on her schedule and our movies and everything, we can't watch like in 3 days that she's here. We can't watch a whole series. So it's like I would rather start Fallout, and by the time we're done with Fallout, then the rest of High Potential's over. You know what I mean? Then I can go and finish the last 10 episodes of that. So Pluribus is top notch then, huh? I remember you mentioned it last week because that was part of, we were looking up Apple shows that I can get around to watching with a 30-day pass. Actually, it's a 90-day pass. The girl. Is older child watching it? How are the comparisons to the game, the Vegas game, if any? This isn't right. This isn't based on a true story. It's inspired on a true story. Yeah. Black History Month. You're allowed it. Maybe I'll watch the Disney version once this month. Over a few days. Watch a half hour at a time. No, man, all I did was sing the whole time. Like there was like no regular dialogue, not one bit of regular dialogue. Everything was a damn song. Yeah, yeah. Problem. That's not Rodgers and Hammerstein, man. Rodgers and Hammerstein, you have some dialogue in a song. Dialogue in a song. I mean, come on now. Most of y'all fuckers probably don't even know who Rodgers and Hammerstein are. Our audience, anyway. There's like 3 people out there who's gonna know. Wait, that is our audience. Never mind. We're old. Do you think the audience knows who Rogers and Hammerstein are? Unless they're our age, they're not gonna know, right? I know for certain one person who listens to this pod, who's about 15 feet away, uh, she knows who Rogers and Hammerstein are. I don't know about anybody else. Exactly. Exactly. She knows it. She knows it. I tell her all the time. I'm like, shit. I mean, she knows me. I have not. Jack started it. Man. Yeah, I forgot. I actually forgot about it. I don't know if she's going to want to watch that now instead, or I'm supposed to wait for her to watch that one. I don't even know. I heard good things. So that's a good sign, right? Nobody's really bitching about it. You know, and that's what you want. You know, again, I haven't heard anything like woke bullshit or what. I haven't heard anything negative about it. So I'll roll with it. Sounds good. Well, if his race wasn't important to the character, they should have left him white. Maybe if the casting call is we want a black male, then that's no. If it's best actor, then it's we want a male, not we want a black male. 30-something-year-old black male. Well, yeah, because that casting call was everybody, but we already knew the brother was going to get it. Mm-hmm. That's Disney reason. Look, man, first one being Kamala. I was gonna say Beast was second in the movie, and then I guess Wolverine would be third, or Deadpool. Now that he's in it, the two of them kind of tied because they jumped in at the same time. So he would be the fifth then. Got to admit that segue. I'm kind of looking forward to not necessarily Doomsday and Secret Wars or whatever it is. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the Mutant Saga. That's when I'm get to the X-Men already. God damn. So I was like, I know I got to get through this one and the next one, but so 26, 27. So 28, I'm guessing 28 is when the Mutant Saga is. I'm looking forward to that one. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Because they honestly, they can do whatever the hell they want. I mean, it could be all brand new. They can rehash some shit, whatever they want to do. I just think it'll be fun. I'm hoping it'll be fun anyway. Hmm. What are you talking about? Like, what is there to wrap up? Again, what is there to wrap up? That's my thing. Is like there's like if this Mando Grogu movie did not come out, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, well, they're gonna wrap up what? We don't need to go back to Boba Fett. That show sucked. Yeah, he did. He was a bitch in that series. He was a bitch. Yeah, we are. But that's not the point. Okay, I guess. Except, I mean, again, it doesn't do anything for me. It's like, so what? Well, last time I checked, when we got to episode 7, Thrawn wasn't around. So what do I care? You know, that's the whole. It's like so. I mean, I guess. I mean, like, if there was a reason for example, the mall situation. The mall situation is different because they threw it out there at the end of Solo. So it's like, whoa, what the hell? What happened? Then it's like, okay, we're going to tell you what happened. In theory, we don't know that they're going to tell us, but we're hoping they're going to tell us what happened and how we get there to Solo. But with this Mandoverse, it's like, there. I don't know if it wasn't the middle ground like that. For like if something had happened in episode 7, um, that wasn't actually explained, then okay, Knights of Ren. That's a story that if they want to somehow get from the end of the Mando story up to Knights of Ren or something like that with Kylo and all that stuff, fine. Then you're filling in gaps. But other than that, there's like nothing relevant out there that's hanging. Is my point. It's like what's hanging that we need answers to? Nothing. If they finish on That's fine. If they finish on Mandalore, I'll support it. If we get Yeah, they want to resolve all that shit, and Mandalore is finally said, and all that stuff is done, and they tell us what happened to that boy, um Obi-Wan's alleged son. Yeah, that whole story. Okay, fine. Wrap that up. Let us know if old girl really is the armorer from Maul's days. Those things. Wrap all that up. Cool. I mean, who doesn't? Come on now. If they don't go back to their planet, that's just a loss. That's a lost opportunity. Yeah, that's our new. They'll be the new fucking senators uh, in the High Republic or whatever. Man. I had to put that on repeat. Let's see. I know, right? And what is going on? Pretty quiet. I mean, obviously, just waiting for the Super Bowl. At this point, it's like just killing time to get to the Super Bowl. Um, ah, oh, I would, but I'm going to a movie. Oh, darn! I'll have to record it. Hell yeah! What are you bringing? Wait, you're gonna do tri-tip what Hawaiian rolls? Come on, man. Well, it's white. Yeah, but you gotta be wheat if you're gonna do regular rolls. You gotta be wheat for this month. But tri-tip, you gotta get them soft. What are they called? Them not the ciabatta; those are hard. The soft. Oh man, I can see them at the store. I can see them. But them soft rolls that soak up all the juice. Those are the rolls you want. Don't get me wrong. Hawaiian ones aren't terrible. What butt cheeks? What? I missed it. That's what I'm talking about. See, now you get it. Get them rolls. Man, I got you. I got you. You 72 hours is 3 days, son. I don't get it. Why wouldn't you just say three? Why would you not be consistent? Why would you say 3 days one time and then 72 hours the next? Set it up. That's how we go. That's how we go. Set him up, he'll knock him down. No. I was gonna say this pod's over in half an hour. Half hour after that, you'll get a text of her butt cheeks. That's fine. That's not a mole. That's not a mole. That's no moon. That's a oh, wait, it's a moon. Dang, it's only a giant crack when I'm done with it. Come on now, calm down. Gape.com. Do not just go to the Bang bus. Much more fun. Jack is an honored member. Jack, yeah, Jack is a sponsor, honored member. His name shows up on the site map. It's good. But they charge you for that? Dang. I figure the advertisers and shit would pay for that so customers can just go free. Boo. Greedy. Mm. No, what was the other one? Nudography. Nudography.com. That was a good one too. I don't know if it still exists. It's been a minute since I've been there. I just type whoever I'm looking for and hit nude, hit images, and then they just all pop up. I got yeah. No. I just typed their name in. Like I wish. God, it'd be so much easier. I actually have to type in Rebecca Ferguson nude. Then it gives me the articles. Then I gotta hit images, and then it's like she was in a movie nude. Let me hit video. I'm all like, I was like, man, is that real? Or is that Memorex? What the hell? I know. You would think. That's okay though. Twitter's starting to take over. Some good shit on Twitter. Once I learned there was porn on Twitter, I was like, oh wait, how is this? How are they getting away with this? I honestly don't know. Like some of the shit that's on Twitter, I'm like, how? Okay, I guess there's no mods. So unlike Reddit, yeah, go on Reddit and everything's modded. It's like, oh, you don't have enough upvotes on your profile. You can't comment. I'm like, but I want to say that her dress looked nice. I just want to say her dress looked nice. Nope, you can't say that. I'm like, okay. No, because I check out a lot. Just no surprise. I check out some goth shit and I'm like, damn, these goth outfits look badass. And I was like, okay, maybe comment on how badass it is. It's like, nope, not allowed. You don't have enough. I don't know what it's called, karma or something, whatever it's called. I'm not on Reddit enough to know. So, but I think it's called karma. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. But damn, Reddit's all about. It's like you get a pop up and you're thinking, hey, you might like this. It's like this has been deleted because this thing doesn't have a moderator. I'm like, holy shit, they serious on Reddit. They don't play. You don't have a moderator in your group, you can't have a group. I'm like, okay. I don't know why. Like, what's the big deal? For real, that's what I'm saying. It's like not that big of a deal. That would be a good one. Shit. Always. Ah. Just like that, we're back to Peter North. Because that nutsack you need to take in moderation, you're gonna drown. Oof. Oh damn. Uh, that's where all that. See, that's why his fuzz looks so good. That's a healthy beard, jackass. uh, she. Oh no, it's vitamin D. All right. Oh man. Oh goodness. And then it kind of is. It's like I was about to say. It's like my week. Like I said, we got the secret movie tomorrow, which I think is Dracula. I'll do the usual and let y'all know. Tuesday is Send Help, but I don't I don't think there's much more than that. And then until Super Bowl Sunday, it's like okay, and then it'll be quiet, and then Super Bowl Sunday. Yes. Easier question. Yeah, easier question. But yeah, it's quiet week on my end. When's your next Disney trip? Super Bowl weekend, right? Yeah, isn't it next weekend? Yes, that it's not just dispatching where your fingers forget where to go if it's been a while. Just throwing it out there. Wrong hole. That's a nostril, motherfucker. Get out of my ear. Oh, that's not bad at all. Uh, no, if it's been a while, it is real quick. Uh, When's the last time you had like a non-training day? Oh, okay. So, all right. So what happens? It's not 100%. Seriously? Oh, I thought you were by yourself with a bunch of other people who by themselves, but the people like your coworkers who aren't training were asking you questions. I'm like, damn. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, check that shit at the door. But what happens if it is true though that you don't care what dinner is what like but what yes, I'm trying to figure out like okay, how do you know when it's like when you're down or versus when you actually don't care? Like I don't have a craving. Like if I have a craving, I'm gonna say it. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you could, but you would still have an opinion. Meaning, it's like I don't care which one it is, but I would prefer this. Yeah, yeah. Right. If you're gonna make me pick, okay, okay, that's solid. Because I've done that, but it's like, or it's the whole pick fast food or restaurant. I'll take it from there. If you pick the fast food or restaurant, I'll pick a fast food or a restaurant. Once you tell me if you want a fast food or a restaurant, it's like, well, I kind of want a restaurant. Okay, then we're going here. I want fast food. Okay, then we're going here. That I can. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Apathy / lethargy. Mm. Until you're 40 years later doing it with your grandkids. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. I can relate. It could be somebody bitching that they got the wrong pizza. You guys get dumbass calls sometimes. Well, if they'd put the pizza and toppings in the right frickin' order, we don't have to worry about it. They don't put the damn. Oh my god! It is right. I mean, the odd could work depends on how they lay it out, though. Because if it's like one in the middle, and then when you do the ring around, and obviously equally spaced, going around the pizza to the end, then it could be an odd number, and that's okay. Because when you cut it, it's still going to be fine. It's just when they just start slapping shit on there, like they're fucking flinking paint on a pizza with their toppings. It's like, what are y'all doing? This is an emergency. No, we can't have this. Somebody make this pizza right. What's wrong with y'all? No, Lou will take his ass back to Domino's and be like, "What the fuck y'all do? Like, which one of y'all did this?" It's like, y'all want to call 911 now? It's like, because somebody about to get their ass whooped. And I'm a, you you ain't wrong, bro. You ain't wrong. I knew this fool 2 years, and he told me he was doing 911. I was like, "Yep, that tracks." It's bad parenting. It's just bad parenting. That's all. Well, that's what I mean, though. The parents don't even let him go through some shit. They want to helicopter everything and make sure everything is covered. I don't want you to have to experience anything. That way, when you have to experience something, you don't know how to deal with it. That's what happens. It was like, no, let him fail, let him fuck up, let all these things happen so they learn how to deal with it. That was my problem. If you remember, Jack, I took that 6 months FMLA back in 2018, 2019, whenever that was. It was because I had been so arrogant and cocky with my job and I've been so good at it for so long, I did not know how to fail. And then when something happened when I failed at it, I did not know how to deal with it. And it was just it's just because that experience or lack thereof threw me for a freaking loop, and I had to go to therapy to figure out how to deal with when you fail at your job. It was like, oh, that's the thing. No, you just do your, you know me, I'm just so black and white. You do your job, and then when shit happened in my world where I couldn't, I didn't know how to deal with it. So that's what's happening now when I see it a lot. It's like, have you not dealt with this before? No, it's the first time this has happened. I don't know. You know, you got kids who, I have this UPS package. This actually happened. I have this UPS package and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't know how to go to the UPS store and give it to them. There's an automatic scanner for those who don't know. You can print your postage after you get it done, or you can take it up to the desk and they'll scan it and give you a receipt. Everyone, but I've come across people who didn't even know or were too afraid, and I went with them to go to the UPS store to help them. Now, once you do it once, obviously you're fine. But to not even have the ability, the mental capacity, because the anxiety, that's all building up, because all you had, everything was been what is it, spoon fed? Everything's been spoon fed to you and everything been done for you. So when it's time for you to do something on your own, so I'm not surprised to hear you say that about these people. They just don't know. My what? No, that, yes. Yeah. Specifically with work. Keep that in mind. Specifically with work. Other experiences, you got to experience it once, right? But the problem is these kids that are 20 something, 30 something, they didn't experience it when they were 12, 13, and that's when they should have. So the parents took that away from them. The parents took those opportunities. Obviously, my parents aren't going to be around to teach me failing at work. I mean, that's not an opportunity, right? But some of the basic shit of having this communication, talking to somebody, the whole stories we saw about people's parents going into these kids' jobs interviews or talking to their bosses about raises, stuff like that. It's like, okay, you can teach your kid how to, like, here's what you want to do. You want to go talk to them and say this and say this. Don't actually go in there and do it for them, though. It's like, to me, that part of it is parenting. There's absolutely going to be 10% of it where you just haven't experienced something and you would not have had the opportunity to experience something. That I get. I'm not talking about that situation. I'm just talking about basic stuff. And this could be even basic life stuff. Again, being an apartment manager, I'm dealing with college kids, 20-something-year-olds, and they didn't know how to use a thermostat, dude. This literally happened here in Boulder in 2012, 2013, and the girl did not know. Yeah, actually, that's when I was managing. Living here where I am now, the girl next door to me, she didn't know how to use a thermostat. She was like 25. And it's like, did you parents never showed you how to use a thermostat? I mean, okay, that is so true. When I house sat for somebody and I came across their thermostat, man, I'm all like, I gotta Google how to use this thing. What the? Uh, I'm not trying to program it. None of that. I just look. It is 64 degrees, and I want to make it 72. That's it. What do I got to do that? Okay, push this button. It only lasts for 3 hours. What the hell? What kind of crap is this? Those type of things. Right. Where's the auto? I want to auto 72 and leave it alone. Nope. 3 hours. Wait, I have a question from the peanut gallery. Why does Duke have an elliptical? Duke, do you have an elliptical? Yeah, there it is. Did you talk about it last week? Maybe she saw it on the video because I just got the text 6 minutes ago. Hey, why does Duke have an elliptical? Oh, duh. Oh, you know what? I was just about to answer. I'm deleting right now, and I'm gonna say, tune in next week. He answers. Sent. I was just about to ask that. I'm like, with your knees? Okay. 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 All right. All right. Now, keep in mind, just because you scheduled it like I don't know 8:15 and don't log in until 8:22. No, not that anybody's watching that. That doesn't count, so it's fine. I would have lost that bet. I was all like, Jack will be on. Uh, it's like, yeah. You did do that. I was like, whoa, okay. I'm gone. Oh man, that is good insight. I didn't do that with my little step machine. Yeah, I'll do that as soon as shit's locked down. Like, did we ever figure out Disney, for example? Are we doing Saturday, Sunday? Are we doing Friday, Saturday? Like, what do we know what we're doing yet? 'Cause if our group ends up driving, I got to account for that time. So it could be middle of the week then. Well, not for Duke, huh? Well, yeah. Oh, that's right. You're not even guaranteed to go. Yeah, I forgot about that. You got to figure out what's going on with EDC. The reason why I bring it up because when I was doing Sam's Club looking for car rental prices because they're sometimes cheaper. I noticed that the Disneyland ticket was cheaper midweek. So if that's an option for y'all, I mean, but the problem is, Jack, I think you already said you booked the timeshare. Yeah. So how about this? Once you lock down your time, whatever works well for you guys for that week or weekend for Disney, let us know, and then we can work around that. Especially with the summer. I mean, because if I start working before then, I'm going to tell my new job that I have these plans. So no worries there. Girl will be likely out of school, and if she's doing the individual program with the kid, she'll be able to take a few days off. So no issue there. And then, like I said, her son, who's 21 in 2 weeks, he'll be able to take time off too. So we can do a weekday if it means it works better for scheduling wise. Like, hey, we're doing a cruise. So, okay. Well, our cruise ends on Monday. Well, let's do Disney on Tuesday, Wednesday, and one of those type of things. Were you looking for a June cruise, or hey, how soon, Duke, will you know? Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. Of course, of course. That's me too, because I'm. Yeah, y'all. I hear you. I hear you. I got to look at that. I got to look at between Denver Comic Con, between San Diego Comic Con, with all that happening, in a month and a half period, 6, 7 week period. God damn it, that wasn't on purpose either. It just happens to be 6 or 7 weeks apart. That's all, dude. For real. So I'm doing them. I'm like, okay, it's end of May to middle of July. That's 6 or 7 weeks. It's probably closer to 7, 8 now I think about it, but whatever. But yeah, so timing and how all that plays out, all that matters. So yeah, we'll figure it out later. But yeah, yep, I ain't worried about it too. Honestly, not too much. I just want as long as it's far enough out where we can still get reservations and all that, because that part matters too. So, but that's 5 months from now. As long as we do it within the next 2 months, I think we're fine. We get this locked up by the end of March, we'll be fine. It's fine. So it always works out. Always does. Coco, we are. And that last little bit was random talking. You're right. Yup. We'll help you out. You all have learned. Like everything else. Facts. Yeah. This guy. How cool would that be? Oh man. Damn Skippy. Enjoy. I'll hit you up about 6 o'clock, about 6:20 your time, so you know what movie it is. But yeah, 6, 7, 6, 7. Deuces.